Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Subject of my vlog today is if you thought the Philippines was a poor country, watch this and it'll change your mind. Before I get started, we welcome my viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of my channel. It's truly been amazing. I'll never take that for granted. When people say the Philippines is a poor country, compared to who? Compared to what? Sri Lanka? Haiti? Bangladesh? Pre-pandemic Philippines had one of the fastest growing economies in all of Asia. And I say pre-pandemic because during the pandemic, everybody was backpedaling. All the numbers was off. Even in 2022 right now, Philippines is third in nominal GDP in Southeast Asia. Nominal GDP just means they measure the country's economic growth without the impact of inflation. Real GDP considers the impact of inflation. In 2022, the Philippines has 20 billionaires. That's right. At one time, the Philippines had two of the richest people on Forbes 400 list of the richest people in the world. And one of those included Mr. Henry C., the late Mr. Henry C., founder of SM Mall. He's considered the Sam Walton of the Philippines. In 2021, there's a little bit over 19,000 millionaires here in the Philippines. And in 5 years, by 2026, that's almost going to double to 33,000 millionaires. It doesn't sound like a poor country to me. I'm here right now on the world famous Dumaguete Boulevard on my way to Manila, then to Thailand. And I just wanted to talk about this subject today. It came across my mind because even as I walk along the boulevard, people always call the Philippines a third world country or poor country. I just can't see it. Right on this boulevard, and a lot of you guys don't even know this, they're ready to start a 23 billion peso reclamation project. Right along these shores, going to include shopping malls, condominiums, and other business establishments, all part of that 23 billion peso reclamation project. There's some exciting things going on. And this is Dumaguete, man. And we're not talking about Manila. We're not talking about Cebu. We're not talking about Davao and all those places. Let me remind you that the Philippines is also the #1 exporter of coconuts and coconut oil in the world. They rank 26th in gold reserves on the planet. You probably didn't even know that the Philippines has a Rolls-Royce dealership up in Manila, did you? You didn't know that. Rolls-Royce Motors of the Philippines. It's right up there, man, with a showroom and everything. I mean, it's a lot of money here in the Philippines, and I haven't even started talking about really the biggest wealth that they have, and that's the people here. 10% of the population goes overseas and sends back remittances. I mean, they work overseas in other countries, 10% of the population, and they send back remittances that equal 10% of the gross domestic product for the whole country. I mean, that's amazing. That's second only to Mexico, if you didn't know that. Also, Philippines supplies 25% of the world's nurses. The outsourcing industry has just seen phenomenal growth over here. A lot of the major corporations are bringing their business over here, taking advantage of the loyalty and also the large English-speaking population over here. If you thought the Philippines was a poor country, after watching this video, you're going to change your mind. I'm on my way as everybody knows, out of the country. I've got to do my visa run. I'll be gone for a little while. I'm definitely going to visit a few countries outside of the Philippines, but I need to hurry up and get back. This Omicron is starting to ramp up. I was just reading in the paper now where they're switching Manila from alert 1 to alert 2. They've seen a 30% increase of COVID cases from the week prior. Of course, this COVID's not going anywhere, but when the numbers start getting crazy again, they'll shut this place down, as they always do. They don't have the health care infrastructure that a Thailand has, a United States has, Indonesia has. So I'm going to go on and have my vacation on top of my vacation and get on back here. But as you can look around, just right here in Dumaguete on the boulevard, you can see the tremendous amount of money being spent over here. Is the Philippines a poor country? No. What you're going to see over here is a lot of poor people, but the country itself is not poor. As a matter of fact, it has the 34th, right now, the 34th largest economy on the planet. Pre-pandemic, it was ranked 27th. I mean, you probably didn't even know that, because most of the Western media, all they report on, of course, is the shock and awe. They just report on the poverty, all the bad things. They never tell you the good things about the Philippines. But it's a lot of good going on over here. And if you've been here long enough, you'll be able to see it. If the Philippines was so poor, why so many foreigners moving here and calling it home? It wouldn't make sense to me. This isn't Sri Lanka, where fuel shortages, energy shortages, the economy's on the brink of collapse. There's a famine brewing. This isn't Haiti. This isn't Bangladesh, man. It's the Philippines. It's not as poor as you think. There's a lot of poor people here, but the country itself is not poor. There's a lot of natural resources here. So I just wanted to do a short video before I go back to my Airbnb, get packed up. I'm going to take the to-go. I'm not going to fly to Manila. I just want to relax, kick back. This will be my last video I'm going to upload for a couple of days. Friday, when I arrive in Manila, I'll upload my next video, because it's actually going to take me about 48 hours. And you're probably thinking, man, how you going to be on that ship for 48 hours? It's really like a cruise ship. It's a passenger liner. It's a gigantic ship. And it's a lot to do on there. They sing karaoke. Of course, I've got a couple of good books I'm going to read. I've downloaded some movies off Netflix and YouTube I'm going to check out. I'll do my exercises. But I just wanted to let you know that if you thought the Philippines was a poor country, after watching this video, it's going to change your mind. Just imagine, man, at one time, 2 of the richest people on the planet were Filipinos. We've all heard of Manny Pacquiao, but that's about as little as we know about the Philippines. Manila, of course, the poverty, and then, of course, the kidnapping. But you had no idea there's a Rolls-Royce dealership up there in Manila. So if you got that type of money, you can come over here, buy your Rolls-Royce, believe it or not. So thank you so much for stopping by today. Just a short video, something different, something to kind of make you think, shake you up a little bit, because I know people are getting excited to come over here. It's still open. Don't worry about that Omicron, man. Get your ticket, come on over here. You know, sometimes, man, you get tired of talking about the dating scene, man. Look, here's one tip for the dating scene. I only go after the women who go after me. In other words, I want the women that want me. If you use their philosophy, you can't go wrong. Anything else, you're going to be spinning your wheels. You're going to be wasting your time. You don't know if she likes foreigners or not. Let's don't overthink it, guys. But every day I can't do a video on Filipinas. Filipinas this, Filipinas that. I know I've got a large male base, and I'm going to do another one. I promise you, Friday I'll come up with something. One of my subscribers just messaged me. He wants me to do something. I'll have to ask him specifically what he's talking about, because I don't know what NBSB means. Michael Beat Your Life. So let me know that. If you're in America, it's early. You're about to get up, going to work, going to school, going to the gym, get a newspaper, a cup of coffee. If you see somebody in the street or wherever you see them, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's already late. It's about 7:30 p.m., midnight here. I hope you were able to help somebody before you called it a night. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.